now going to look at what damage can be done with the tourniquet. Now, tourniquets are very, very good for limb injuries. They do stop bleeding and they're very, very effective. But one key problem with them can be that you don't put them tight enough. So therefore, you're not stopping the bleed at the tourniquet point, so you're actually going to make things worse. So this is an element of damage you can be doing because it's still going to be bleeding. Solution for that is apply the tourniquet much, much tighter. Remember, as you put the tourniquet on, we need to put it so tight it cuts off the arterial flow, and the arteries are embedded quite deep into the body, so we do need to be able to put a lot of pressure on them. Other thing you can do wrong with them is apply the tourniquet and then not monitor what's going on. So yes, the tourniquet is in place, but you need to keep monitoring here. So this can be a problem that the patient can be getting worse and you're not monitoring it. A typical example there, we apply a tourniquet, stops bleeding, cover them up with a blanket, but then just don't watch them, because this point here could start bleeding again, and next thing you know that they're in quite serious shock and you've missed the vital time where you could have quite simply just tightened it back up again. Now, old guidelines used to say that you remove the tourniquet to flush out the blood every 15 minutes or so. This is not the case. We apply the tourniquet and we leave it in place. So it's a bit of a myth really with it, as it's going to, if they leave a tourniquet on more than 15 minutes, they're going to lose the limb. There's been cases, and you can look up this on the internet, lots and lots of cases where someone's had a tourniquet on for 2, 3, even up to 8 hours, and they've still kept the limb. So, we do need to keep this on. We never remove it. So one bit of damage you can do is removing this, because once you do remove this, the tissue underneath where you put it has been damaged. So it's very hard to put it back in the same spot. You're going to have to put it in another one. And also it's going to start bleeding, and very, very quickly this person's going to go downhill. So leave the tourniquet on. If it bleeds, put another one higher up. Otherwise, with the units, they're very straightforward, but use them properly. Learn how to use them beforehand. Obviously, you're doing this training course, but look at the particular brand you have. This is the Rapid Stop, works on a ratchet system, very easy. You can use it one-handed, or the patient can put it on themselves very, very simply. Others are different. They're a rotary knob, or they are a windlass type bar, or maybe you haven't got this type at all. You're using an improvised tourniquet, whether this be a tourniquet, or whether you're using a bar or a spanner just to wind a piece of material around to sort it out. So when you're using tourniquets, make sure you put them on and leave them on. You put them on tight enough. You make sure you never put them over a joint, because that's another piece of damage you can do, because not only will you not stop the bleed, you're also going to completely and utterly wreck that person's joint, and it's going to be horrendously painful for them. Use the correct product. Learn about it beforehand. Make sure you know how to put the tourniquet on that's in your kit, because they are all different. Put them on correctly, put them on tight enough, and keep monitoring the patient. So if there is any problems, or anything's occurred, there's more bleeding, or there's any other issues, you can deal with them before the emergency services arrive.